Welcome.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Nana Antwi Bosiako.
What's the exhibition about?
She made me do it. It's basically about life, the ocean. So my central theme really evolves around the ocean and life, which goes around the ocean.
But why the theme she made me do this?
She made me do this. I chose this particular thing to honor somebody who inspired me to start photography 2 years ago. But initially, I wanted to name my first exhibition Windows because I felt as an author, as a filmmaker, and as a photographer, I have windows to my soul. So I wanted people to see this particular window, which is photography. But I just felt within me that it's about time that other people who have really played some massive roles in my journey, my creative journey. So she made me do this.
How did photography begin for you?
I want to say photography rather chose me. I didn't choose photography. So 2 years ago, when I bought my professional camera, I wanted to just go straight ahead for filmmaking because I love filmmaking. Filmmaking is my major interest. But I didn't have all the needed equipment to start major filmmaking stuff. So my friend Nana Antwi told me to venture into photography because I can do a lot of photography with the kind of creative mind I have. And yeah, that was it. That was how everything started for me as a photographer.
Do you remember the first photograph you took with your camera?
Oh yeah, that night, the night I had my camera, the night my camera came from US to Ghana, I was overhyped. I was so happy. And I was trying to check the buttons. I didn't know where to press and all that. So when I got to that photography point, that photography setting, I just walked out of my room, went into the street, and I shot the street light.
What is your style of photography?
Storytelling photography. That's my style. As a filmmaker, as a writer, I always believe stories are very powerful. So incorporating stories in photography truly opens the mind. It gives another dimension as to how we see certain things and how we interpret certain things. So I do story photography mostly.
Describe your most bizarre photography experience thus far.
Bizarre. Oh, okay. So I was on set with one of my good models, Comfort Manson. So we're shooting a project, and after the shoot, one of her slippers was taken away by the sea. So we searched the whole place, we couldn't find it. So I think that was our donation to the sea.
Okay, so which three famous people would you invite to a dinner? To a
Famous
dinner
people.
party?
Famous people. Asha. Then I'll invite Asha, the Nigerian musician Asha. Yeah, she used to be my crush. But right now I fell love her, so she's no more my crush. And Kanye West. I love Kanye West because I love the way he thinks and the way he has always been ahead of the world in terms of his creative ideas. So I love Kanye West. Somebody I would have loved to meet in life, but he's dead, is Steve Jobs. So the third person, uh, him. I don't have a third person off head right now, but Asha, Kanye West, picked up.
Tell me about your most unusual talent.
My most unusual talent is that I can look into somebody's eyes and tell how the person behaves and and how the person is feeling at that particular moment. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us the story behind this.
Oh, this photograph. So I was shooting a project at the seaside. Uh, I didn't take net to the seaside, by the way. So I was shooting that project, and then I saw a fisherman who was using his net to catch fish. And I had this instant instinct to ask him to use his net, but I was very shy. For some weird reason, I don't know how to really start a conversation with people. So I told Nanette. Nanette was around. I told her that do approach this man and ask him if I can use his net. If he will even charge, I'll pay. And Nanette approached this man, and he was okay with it. He even showed the model how to throw the net because we have a special skills in throwing the net. So he showed the model and was able to do this beautiful photograph. And the real thing is that when we're selecting our top 10 photos for this exhibition, it was crazy because it took days upon days to select. Because I had a lot of good pictures that we can use for the exhibition. And I didn't choose this one as my top 10. So my team, everyone selected top 10, top 10, top 10. Then we balanced everyone's top 10. And this one wasn't part of my top 10, but it was part of the other team members' top 10. So I said, okay, cool, let's add this one. Yeah. So this is a story about this particular photo.
When you are not writing, shooting film, or doing photography, what is the possible activity you'll be doing?
Either I'm listening to music or I'm watching a movie most times. I love watching documentary stuff. I love absorbing more knowledge. So I love films, especially documentary. Or I'm listening to music. Or music has a lot of influence on my creativity.
What is the funniest photography feedback you got when you started?
Oh, it was from my uni university mate, Danny, aka Kufado. He looks like our president of Kufado, so he's called a Kufado. So when I started photography, when I step out of my room, I'll be shooting anything I see in my compass, saucepan, anything wire, flowers, and all that. And I remember one time he brought a photo of the earthing where I shot, and he said, "Would be out of camera now, would you try to photo you are?" And, I was so laughing that day. So yeah, he's one crazy guy. I like him.
If you could choose only one song to play every time you walk into a room for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One song. I listen to a lot of songs. Probably if I didn't do anything in this world, I would have been a musician or something relating to music. So I love music. But I'll surely be listening to a song from Asha or Brian.
What would your eulogy say?
Eulogy. Say he was one crazy guy who persevered. He never gave up. He believed so much in his gifts. He believed so much in his vision. And he was a good person at heart.
Mention 6 people who have helped your career.
Oh wow, 6. I have so many people about my career, but okay, if you say 6, off head, I'll say Lady Edu. Lady Edu was my church member at Kumasi Church of Christ when I started writing screenplays in my side books. And she would take it for me at church and she take it home, read it, and give me feedback. And she was motivating me to keep on writing stories. God bless her. And you were such upon. So when I came to Accra to chase this dream and things became very rough, uh, I got employed at the government sector and he once called me and gave me the biggest money that I've seen in my mobile money account. And said, God said, I should give you this money to push your career. And the surprising thing is that I never had a discussion prior to he sending me that money. So I was like, wow, then God is still believing in me to keep this dream alive. So yeah. Then my friend Addison is my senior high school mate. We read science in school. So Addison, when I came to Accra, so Addison believed so much in my gift that he once worked with me to Peace FM to look for Kwame Despite. So Kwame Despite. Unfortunately, we didn't meet Despite, but that act of kindness made me know that there are people who so much live in this dream. The next person, Nana Antwi, she has so much believe in me from day one that I can do great stuff with the gift that God has given me. Yeah, so she inspired me to start photography. And that's the reason I've made my photography. She made me do it. Then, who again? Mr. Prince came and sang. So Mr. Prince came and sang. Was a Facebook friend, but right now he's like an uncle, you know. So when I was doing my photography stuff, he got into my inbox and said, "You, I like what you're doing," you know. And at a point, he even asked me, "What do you need?" And I said, "Oh, right now I want to do like thing." And he said, "What do you need? List stuff you need. List stuff of things that you need. I listed stuff. He came to Ghana and he brought in those stuff, and I was so inspired. And it's even part of my photography works, the top 10 photography works I'll be exhibiting. I took in photos in my house and I got one great shot that is part of the top 10 photos for the exhibition. Am I done with the okay, the last one with Joshua. Joshua was my university best friend. He's still my friend, a very good friend of mine. Back in uni, he was inspiring me to keep chasing, and he was inspiring to keep chasing. I remember that Joshua is like a hype man, Joshua sees people like, hey, poet, poet. So he calls me poet, like poet, international poet. You don't know this guy. So he overhyped me and all that. And Joshua often would get me new clothes when he saw me wearing the same clothes usually, he gave me new clothes to be inspired me and all that. So God bless these guys. I have a lot of names, but this six people, they really reaffirmed my faith in God and inspired me to keep chasing this dream. God bless them.
Any advice to upcoming photographers out there?
Oh, okay. So my little advice is keep believing in yourself, keep working hard, believe in God.
Thank you.
Welcome.